move away from Mugello at the end of May, beginning of June. We've had our spring break. Now we're into the summer. 2 races back-to-back before the actual summer break. And it kicks off here on Saturday. Once again, it's the Dutch TT here at the World Circuit of Assen. Let's head down to the grid then and join Susie with Mick Doohan.
Few weeks with rider moves. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic for next year for fans, it seems.
Absolutely, but I mean, it's certainly also needed a shake-up. Everybody was on a Ducati, wasn't it? So look, I think it's only going to be great for the manufacturers and also for the championship. So, you know, let's see. It's already good to watch, so it's only going to get better.
I think so.
Mick, after dominating the series like you did, you know, for so many years in a row, I really would like to know what is your take on having 2 great champs like Pecco and Marquez together in that sort of like a super Ducati team next year. How do you think they're gonna do?
Look, I think they're both sort of very strong personalities. So, you know, different personalities, but, you know, their mindsets are very similar. So I think it's going to be a win-win for Ducati. You know, they're going to be able to develop the bike, you know, very well, and you know, so it might make it more difficult for the other Ducati riders, to be fair. You know, Pecco is strong. You can see how strong he's getting, stronger and stronger, and he's coming into his prime, whereas Mark is, you know, he's there, but he's coming back from a very terrible sort of injury, and a bit of a period where he didn't know what was going on. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but equally, I think they both know how to operate independently, and it'll be the benefit will be Ducati.
Do you think it'll be interesting with maybe what Mark had to accept going into that Ducati bubble, you know, not being able to bring in any of his people, or he's got to go in there completely green, effectively, or do you think he's got so much experience it doesn't matter now?
Well, he's certainly got plenty of experience, and the Ducati team's shown that they can actually perform. And so I don't think that's really going to be an issue for Mark, and you know, his focus is about continually building on his performance this year with the 23 bike, and then looking forward to jumping on the 25 bike. You know, clearly they're the dominant manufacturer at the moment, so you know, he's in a good space, I'd imagine, and look, at the end of the day, Bagnaia just needs to perform, and he's doing a great job. He's getting stronger and stronger, just with you know, believing that he can win and pole it and whatever else. So it's not going to be easy for Mark,
no.
But equally I don't think it's going to be easy for Bagnaia.
Just a quick one before we move on, but obviously Jorge Martin respectedly stuck to his word by saying, if I don't get the red seat, I'm off. He's gone off to Aprilia. Could that, in hindsight, be the wrong move for him, or do you think he'll make a good fist of it with Aprilia?
Look, the Aprilia, for one reason or another, it looks a little bit inconsistent, but when it's working, it seems to work very well. So, you know, I'm sure as a young rider, he wants to be with a factory team. And although he's the Pramac team has been very good to him, he feels like it's time to move on. But who will know? Time will tell whether that's been the right move or not.
You've got to be happy, haven't you, as a rider,
look,
and feel wanted.
And again, he's got confidence. He can ride. So, you know, let's hope it'll bring Aprilia a little bit, that extra step forward.
Mick, always a pleasure. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Here's Maverick Vinales.
Maverick, the agility of the Aprilia seems to work on direction changes. You dominated in Texas. It's looking good this weekend.
Yes, we are really fast in this track in Assen. For sure, we want to do a really good race, and this is our target, trying to battle in the front, get a good information for tomorrow regarding the tires. It's the first time we're gonna road with this heat, so we're gonna get a good information. However, we are enjoying a lot. We are putting a good laps, and we feel very competitive, so we're gonna try to put a good sprint race.
Good luck, have fun.
Thank you.
Well, Maverick Vinales there talking to Michael just behind us. Behind him is a man who's causing quite some waves here, Fabio Di Giannantonio. Now, he's performed behind Marc Marquez the best on that 2023 Ducati. Raised a few eyebrows. Of course, he had some, you know, his spotlight last year when he got the victories, but he's being talked about a lot. We heard Pecco there say he's on the shopping list for Yamaha.
Yeah, very cool customer. He's doing so good, and it's so nice to see as well. Very refreshing guy, you know, very true, very cool guy, really, Fabio Di Giannantonio. And you know, it was a struggle for him the first year and a half, actually. Then they found that thing, you know, found that speed. sort of middle of last year. He went on to win some races on the private bike, and now he just looks really confident. And even though it's not easy for him, because on the 23 Ducati they're having issues with the front end, he's still doing great. Second to Marc Marquez, really, on the same bike, and he's also in a really good position for next year now. Maybe also in the hunt for a full factory bike of the year with Ducati.
Exactly. Or will he stay VR46? Will it be Greeny Cassini? Will it be Yamaha?
He's
We
got
don't
options.
know. It's got options. That's always a good place to be. Let's hear from his team boss now, Pablo Nieto.
Pablo, it's a game of two halves for your boys this weekend. Bezecchi's had a rough time, previous victor around here last year, but Digi's looking really strong. What are you expecting today?
Yeah, it's going to be a very hard race, no? Like always, like every Saturday. I think Dija can make a very good race. It's very important the first 2 laps, because we know in the first corner it's very, very important to try to be in the minimum in the same position, and then after that laps, how is the races and try to push in then.
And this temperature increase, is that going to affect your tyre choice?
Yeah, a little bit, because with Dija he loved the soft tyre, but with this temperature I think we will put it the H. So we have to decide in the last minute.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Here's the scene then here in Assen at the Dutch TT ahead of our Saturday sprint. Busy grid that was, wasn't it? Fascinating though, talking to Paolo Campionotti and Mick Doohan there. It just is going to be great, I think, for all the fans next year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so exciting. And for that race now, that switch of temperature, that's the main thing. So we've seen during the practice, the guys that did the homework with the hard front are the Aprilias, so they got an advantage there.
Well, here we go then, just 10 seconds or so before we start this grid. As the grid...
Yeah, we're all set. Thank you, Susie. Stand by then for one of the great spectacles. We're racing here in Assen. It's Saturday, back when the race used to be held, but now it's sprint time. Stand by. Here it comes. We're back for 14 to 13 laps of MotoGP. All set to go then for MotoGP and the Dutch TT sprint race. This has been on the calendar since 1949, missing only 1 year in 2020 due to COVID. This place is awesome. Beautiful blue skies, track temperature 48 degrees Celsius, air temperature 24 degrees Celsius. This is your starting grid then. Pecco Bagnaia, Paul from Jorge Martin and Maverick Vinales. Then it's Alex Marquez, Aleix Espargaro and Fabio Di Giannantonio. Then we get Marc Marquez, Franco Morbidelli and Brad Binder. Pedro Acosta, Renea Bastianini, Ralph Fernandez, Fabio Quartararo, Jack Miller, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Rins, Miguel Oliveira, Lorenzo Salvadori, Johan Zarco, Juan Mir, Luca Marini, Augusto Fernandez, and Takiki Nakagami. Away we go then on the warm-up lap here for the Tissot sprint. And it's a very welcome back to the commentary box for Megan Birch, who is here for the sprint race today. Tomorrow, Saturday, she'll be hosting the F1, so won't be seeing the MotoGP action live. We'll be watching it probably back as you always do.
Probably, yeah.
What a qualifying. Bagnaia on pole for Martin second. And once again, Megan, it's so tight at the front.
It is. And the championships are just as tight, with only 18 points separating Martin and Bagnaia.
Martin is on 171, Bagnaia 153, 18 points separating them. Marc Marquez is on 136, he's 35 points back. Bastianini on 114, Acosta on 101. Maverick Vinales though on 100, that's the top 6 all on 100s at the moment as well. Yeah, I'm going to change that in a second. So we're all set then as well to come into it. My iPad's still not working with data notes. Megs, what do you think we're going to have here? The sprint, this circuit, as we know in Assen, fast, aggressive, oldest one of the calendar, 1949. We came here. It's been there every year since, bar COVID in 2020. Who do you think is going to favour? Ducati, KTM, Aprilia? They're all so close at the moment.
Ducati.
Yeah, favourite, Brett.
Also, I heard about the Yamaha thing.
Prima Pramac now going to Yamaha, yeah.
Yeah, for a team that seems to be doing so well, it's a shame that they won't do well next year.
Now we have context why Martin didn't want to stay at Prima Pramac and why Marc Marquez had no interest in going there.
Yeah, because it's a team which is getting an engine which has been back of the field.
Back of the grid.
Actually, for the last 2 years, if you think about it.
Yes, right about that since he won. It was in 22, he started to drop back. There's the red flag at the front.
What happened?
Well, when we originally came here to Assen, the race was always on a Saturday. It was a Saturday Grand Prix. Now we return to that tradition with the Tissot sprint. We're back from a spring break. It's time to spring into sprinting. Lights out! We're racing in Assen! It's a good start from Pecco Bagnaia. Martin falls in behind. Look at the two Grassinis, Alex Marquez and Marc Marquez, trying to take the two Aprilias of Malaysia Spargo and Maverick Vinales through the kink at turn 1. We're okay. Look at the two Yamahas already dropping back. KTM dropping back through as well. Not Brad Binder though. He's alongside Marc Marquez, almost clips him, drops into the back of clutches of Malaysia Spargo. They're side by side now. Morbidelli in there too. Bastianini's dropped down a few orders. We go to the drone cam. Coming out of 4 and 5. Down the back straight we go for the first time. It's all in the midfield, but look at Bagnaia and Martin. They are super close together as they come down towards turn 7 and 8. They flick back through. It's such a fast, heavy braking zone on the track. You get it wrong here. Ask Marc Marquez this morning in qualifying. Through 7, into 8 then. And back onto the back stretch. Martin, he nearly lost it there. Did you see that? He just saved it. Martin falling off and holds the bike. Bagnaia has the lead, but Martin can't afford to do that as Oliveira drops behind his teammate.
Acosta's doing well. He's going in a little bit of a battle now with D'Antonio.
And round the outside, Alicia Spargo trying to have... No, that's Maverick Vinales trying to have a go at Alex Marquez. He's already dealt with Marc Marquez. Ralph Fernandez Oliveira changing places as well. But Bastianini holding off Quadraro for 10th position as we head down the back straight once again. Smog from the fans coming in as well. But Bagnaia leads from Martin and Alex Marquez.
Right, so the first lap of Tissot sprint is just about to be completed, and there has been a sizable gap now formed as Bastianini gets past Morbidelli going round turn 1 for 8th position.
Good stuff there. Oh, and down and out goes Marc Marquez. Another crash, just as in qualifying. He tries to move at the inside, and Marc Marquez hits the deck in a sprint.
Where's that? Turn 3?
Coming out of 2 into 3, yeah. Now, this is where Martin nearly crashed last time out as well, so is he going to have another go this time on? Pecco Bagnaia through 6, into 7, then it's the kink at turn 8. Martin's looking a lot more racy this time as he comes down to the braking zone. Martin thinks about it, but Bagnaia's got such an advantage in the front. Alex Marquez doing the best at the moment, but Marc Marquez is out of the race.
Fairness, Marc didn't get a lot of practice, I should think, in the session which I covered. Oh, and I think there's either someone about to go wide or go off again. I think it's just going... Maybe not. Hold on, Ralph Fernandez. It's going, it's just gone really wide.
Marc looked like he got caught in the curb. It's the bump on the curb, isn't it? As soon as he hits it with his front left wheel, down it goes on the deck. Oh, that bump must be sort of sorted. That's not Mark's fault, I don't think. Maverick Vinales gets ahead of Alex Marquez, though, dives up the inside line, coming into victory corner, and takes up to third position.
That's halfway through turn 2.
Yeah.
And between turn 3 as well.
That's a horrible bump as well. We know what it's like. There's your lap time starting to fly through, and who's doing what where. Bagnaya's got the fast lap of the race on a 1:31.698 as we come back through turn 2. Bagnaya leads from Martin Vinales, Alex Marquez, Brad Binder. That's your top 5 at the moment, and they are matched. Look at that. Bagnaya and Martin's last lap times are exactly the same. There's nothing separating the two championship protagonists on exactly the same bike in exactly the same conditions.
Morbidelli has a track limits warning, and also the gap between Martin and Vinales is almost a second.
Insane, isn't it, already, that those two Ducatis are pulling away. So they are evenly matched at the front of the field. I wonder which one will be the first one to make that critical error. We've already seen Martin have a little jump as well come through.
Battle for 6 going on between Aleix Espargaro and Bastianini right now.
Yeah, there we are. We're seeing it now. Aleix still ahead of Bastianini, but Bastianini has made his way up the field as well after a poor qualifying. He's up into 7th now as well. Morbidelli in P10 that track limits one, so does Tadiki Nakagami as well. So they're all just keeping it through.
Now, the tyre compounds of this, everyone has gone hard front except Alex Rins,
Zarko Nakagami?
Mia, and Zarko and Nakagami.
They've all gone medium front soft rear. Interesting. That could be a factor for later on in the race then, depending on the tyre wear comes into it as well.
Speaking of, Ralph Fernandez gets past Mia for 15.
Looking ahead to Binder, he's P5. Alex Marquez just ahead of him. Zarko's got a track limits warning as well. Oliveira does pass him, so does Ral. He passes Alex Rins. We're looking with Bagnaya's on board with Martin just behind him. We're riding on board now on TV pictures with Brad Binder looking ahead to Alex Marquez as they come into it. So they're still charging through. 10 laps to go then in the Tissot sprint. This is not what Marc Marquez needed. He's going to lose grounds to Martin and Bagnaia in the championship as well, says SHT. Mohammed says, go Pecco Bagnaia. Hello to John and to Josh T as well, as Aleix gets ahead of Enea Bastianini as well. That manoeuvre making nice, sweet changes over at the front. 10 laps to go then. And the field now starting to come back together. And look who is in third position, closing up on the leaders. Maverick Vinales, the recent king of the sprint races, are again holding it together nicely. The gap now is 0.8 of a second to Martin. So, yeah, he's really pulled that in at the moment. So we've got a three-way fight at the front. Alex Marquez just drops back ever so slightly. Fernandez has now been given a track limits warning as well. Look at Enea Bastianini though, right in the back of Aleix Espargaro, not giving up 1 inch. He is pushing for all his might, and there's a change coming through as Binder looks to go for 4th position. Alex Marquez hasn't worked out. Meantime, Marc Marquez is now into the pit lane. So let's have a look. SSG says Mark is usually strong on this track. Today it hasn't been his day. It has not been his day, as we see as well. Binder in 3rd position, closing into Alex Marquez as well on the attack. So again, they're on the attack, they're on the charge, they're on the push, as Alex, well, I'm just saying Marquez now, can't we? He's defending hard as well. There's Mark though. Bad day.
Disappointed. I mean, this morning he did. I wonder if it was a problem with his kneecaps again, because this morning he did seem to have a problem in free practice too, where he had to adjust them after he came back into the pit lane.
It's a bump in that mid corner as well. If he's not completely settled and not completely on that bike, let's take a look. There's his kneecap. Look. So, Joe, I reckon you're right. I think it was his kneecap that caught the curb.
It kept
dislodging.
Yeah,
this morning.
It dislodged this morning on both.
The
one he caught that on. That was the one he kept having to readjust.
Yellow flag, sector 3, and Salvadori's crashed out. Lorenzo Salvadori. Oh, that's Luca Marini who stopped. Luca Marini's pulled off the track as well. So there's 2 retirements in the space of 1 corner. Marini's out and Salvadori's out.
I wonder if Marini was the cause. Wait, no, different points of track.
Oh, engine's blown. Engine's blown. Look at that. Look, smoke coming out the last corner. Oh.
Yeah, he's retired.
That's dropped oil then on one of the fastest points of the track.
Yeah, he kept having to readjust it this morning, and I mentioned that in coach. I thought that was a bit weird.
I wouldn't be surprised then if it is that kneecap coming loose on his overalls and it's just caught on the exit curb and
Yeah, I reckon he needs to fix that
No.
before
Great spot, Megan.
tomorrow.
See, this is why Megan's back with us as well for the sprint race as well. I wouldn't notice that because I didn't cover that part of the session. But tomorrow, Megan's covering warm-up for 10 minutes, and then I'm back for the race. Megan?
6th position officer Oliviera, track limits warning. 6th position has been gained by Bastianini yet again. After the little battle he's got going on with Alicia Spargo, Bezecchi has a track limits warning as well.
Yellow
The yellow is
flag.
still out.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to go red, you know. Because if there's oil
Possibility.
down, then they would want to get that cleaned up, don't they? Well, we have got Megan's laptop on standby if we need to transfer coverage over to her.
When's that next needed? Right, I'm going to have to
Not
do
today.
Yes, it is.
Oh, 3:10, yeah.
I'm going to have to do my Duolingo lesson before that then.
I would do it directly after this session because I'll be setting up. Because if you look, we finish here, 1-0 there, and I've got to set it up in that time. So maybe do Duolingo lesson after qualifying? Well, I don't need it again.
No, I can do it within 2 minutes. I'll just do the quick and easy one.
SHG says Salvador is off while Honda again blows up, yeah. And Adam says Pete
As I
Hoy
said.
Martin to win, Josh. Yeah, I've picked him too.
Honda.
Honda, not
Honda.
good. Yeah. Don't forget who's. Let's have a replay. And this is Salvadori's accident. Battle for. Oh, no, this is battle for 6th.
Yeah.
That's Bastianini
And Alicia.
and Aleix getting through. Sorry, I saw Aprilia because, of course, Salvador is on an Aprilia this weekend, the third Aprilia. Yellow flag is still out in that third sector.
A lot of debris, I guess.
Well, it's got to be oil. I'm surprised they haven't red flagged it. If they're worried about oil, why haven't they stopped
put
the
any
reds?
flags out.
Yeah, there's no oil flags. There's only a yellow, and it's gone now. Good.
I've got it in, man. That's good.
Gift says, no, Mark, what happened? He touched a bump on the curb at turn 2. His knee slider that Megan said this morning kept coming loose. Looked like it came loose again, and he caught it, and he went down. Knee slider will be getting the screwdriver treatment later. Actually, that's the only way you can get him off. Just stab your knee slider. You miss, ow. But MotoGP,
Ooh, that would not be nice.
well, go to the hospital, go down to the medical centre. Oh, it's happened again, has it, sir? Yeah, we get a lot of that here. Phillips screwdriver right into the... Actually, they tend to use flatheads. So it's like a knife going through you. Oof.
Ooh, can you imagine accidentally popping a kneecap off because of that?
Ow. I'm now not... I'm standing, but you know what I mean. Look at this, then. Binder on the attack. He's got Bastianini directly behind him as well. Again, hard front, soft rear tyre. 7 down, 7 to go. We're halfway there in MotoGP's Tissot Sprint. Just keep pedalling. Just keep pedalling. That's all. You don't want to have a major accident here.
10 to 13 all have track limits warnings. And
How
I'm
does
pretty
it
sure they're the only ones of a track. I don't know what them four are doing.
One goes off, they all go off.
But it's like, right,
bit like a magnet. You just get pulled off the track. You get caught in the wake. It's just like, off you go.
it's Morbidelli pulling the magnets.
Yeah. Look at Bastianini again, looking to the inside. This down turn 4. Can't get to the inside line of Brad Binder, but it gets a great run out of 5, and then it's down to the kink at turn 6.
But all separate teams as well. None of them are the same team.
And they're the same bike, though.
No.
Binder under attack. Bastianini's
Chicati,
going for it on the inside line. Didn't get ahead. Binder shuts that door.
And Bagnaia, track limits warning.
Oh, race leader. Track limits warning.
What are you pushing for? You literally have no one around you for a second.
Lorenzo also went down. Not a good day for Aprilia test riders. Yeah, Lorenzo Salvadori. He was down in.
That ain't
He's out of the
good.
race. 3 out, as you can see. Salvador Marini and Marc Marquez.
Can I just say, hold.
That's the official, yeah.
Nakagami at the moment is the sergeant of MotoGP. Why are you always at the back? Why is Sergeant always at the back? Why are you both always at the back?
Well, sergeant is a sergeant. Oh, you meant sergeant at the back. Oh, I thought you meant army sergeant because they always march behind the platoon.
No!
You made 2 references there and you didn't even realise
Yeah.
the other one, yeah.
I didn't even realise that one.
5 to go. Battle for 4th brewing. Alex Marquez, Brad Binder, Nea Bastianini, Alex Marquez, Fabio Di Giordano.
Sergeant is actually the sergeant of
Yeah,
the...
yes.
But Nakagami's always at the back. Zarco and Nakagami. aka Albon.
If this battle for fourth gets any bigger, we're going to have to... oh, maybe not. Look at that for Bastianini. Sweet and a half move on the inside line of Brad Binder. And he's going to have an attack immediately on Alex Marquez. Bastianini has got that adrenaline shot that he had back at Mugello a month ago. And he is attacking yellow flag sector 1 and Rins is out.
Yeah, I thought there was something of when Nakagami actually managed to pass Rins. I thought...
SH2 is a quick typer. Yeah, there's Rins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was like a millisecond.
Turn 5. So that's at the cutback hairpin, so that's easy to do.
I see Alex has borrowed the magnet off of Morbidelli.
That's Ralph Fernandez on the 25 has now on the track house in 15th place has now been given a track limits warning. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So all we need is Jack Miller to get a track limits warning, and we've got the whole lot in the last as well. Remember, points only go down to 12th, so that's a
Miller,
cost.
of course he's going to get one.
And look at Bastianini. He's on the back then of Alex Marquez. Can he make a move on the inside line coming into victory corner? He thinks about it. He's done it. Fabulous move. Fantastic manoeuvre from Enea Bastianini. That was perfection.
Rins has rejoined.
And Digi's passing Aleix, so that's happened further back as well, up in the top corner. No, that's what's happened. There it is. Aleix has gone wide at turn 1.
It's like he just opened the door for them completely.
I was wondering why the timing screen was there. And Alex Marquez, track limits warning. They're going to have to watch this in the race tomorrow. It's only 14 laps tomorrow. It's 26.
And we've already had 3 people out and 4 incidents. Oh, we're going to lose like 7 tomorrow.
There it is again. Look, that was millimetre to an accident from Enea Bastianini, but he saw the gap, saw the bike was big enough, and went through.
It's just like a puzzle piece.
Well, ever since Bastianini knows he's not going to be riding on the factory bike next year and he's going over to another team, another manufacturer, he's going to be on the Red Bull Gas Tech 3 team alongside Vinales, he's sort of switched and goes, all right, I'm going to KTM now. I'll just ride whatever I like. He's not playing a team game.
He's become the Sainz of MotoGP.
Yeah, he doesn't need to have any sort of problematic runs. He's right there.
Just going to give it my all.
Yeah. As things stand in the championship, though, Martin's going to pick up 9 points from this sprint race as well. But the gap will come down to 15.
Getting closer and closer.
It is indeed. Adam asked if we would ever go to this, attend the Assen TT. In a heartbeat, Adam. I love this track and I love the TT and the history on it as well. Very jealous about Maddie Patterson being there this weekend, though, as well. But I'll get my own back by going to Donington. Is it sunny outside? 'Cause it's getting hotter in here.
Yes, I believe it is. And Ralph Fernandez, long lap penalty.
Oh, there's the 15 then. That's...
he did it worse than all the others.
Yeah, more on long lap penalties. So Ralph Fernandez will have to pay the piper on that one. The long lap is at the exit turn 3 as well. Pedro Costa's having a horrible sprint, says Lou. Yeah, Costa's down 11th. He's still got points, though. Points go down to 12.
Well, he's caught in the Morbidelli magnet.
That whole sort of 10 down magnet. Yeah. Could do with a magnum, actually.
Vinales, track limits warning. And, Fernandez has actually completed it.
Done it this lap as well. That's a surprise and a half.
He's probably the only rider who actually thinks, you know what, I've got this, I'm not going to argue, I'm actually going to do it straight away, so then it's to start my way.
Yeah, just get on with it, do what you like. Also, did I tell you that tickets have been bought for Donington World Superbikes, so I'll be there. JT will be at the World Superbikes as well, same as me and Maddie. Is that for the Sunday, JT? We're booking, when are we booking ours?
Yours.
Oh yeah, when are we booking by? Monday?
I don't know, you never tell me these things.
Yeah, Monday, there you go. All I need is general, just a Sunday for JT. All I need is general admission. Because I've got that special. Coming in. Oh, long lap penalty for Alex Marquez. Track limits. Wow. Well, how many times do we tell you don't mess with the track limits? And they all go and mess with them every single time.
It's like they don't care.
Yeah. Points are only available for the top 9 in the sprint, Josh. I was told it was top 12. When did it change to top 9?
Probably when I kept losing riders.
Probably. It's top 8 in Formula 1 and it's top 12 in the sprint. MotoGP have top 12. And then for the race, it's top 15.
Yeah. We'll look it up later.
I trust SHT.
Why am I tired?
It's the heat in the box. Something's heated. We're not on fire, are we?
We'll find out.
Yeah. The way this box is got really hot all of a sudden for the first time all day is slightly alarming. What temperature is it outside? 18 degrees. Yeah, slightly alarming that the box has got so hot.
Well, they'll fix on fire down here. Unless a bird somehow.
Yeah, JT's right, and so is SSG. It does go down to 9th. Oh, well, they've decreased it from last year then. Glad we haven't really talked about the points that much this year as well in terms of the sprint races.
Could be this.
Yeah, it's the light.
It is feeling quite a lot of heat. Jeez, what is that, a radiator?
We're getting a new fan, by the way. Have you put your microphone already through this one? How have you done that?
I don't actually know, given that's been on the table the entire time.
Getting that out of the way. Last lap. And here comes Aleix round the outside of Digitonio. And he can't get him, but Digi gets Alex. And Aleix gets Alex. And Brad gets Alex. Let's all get Alex.
That was the national anthem for Marquez when he was younger.
Mark comes in.
Yes.
Yeah. So they come into it.
Now he thinks, what have I got to get Alex for Christmas?
Leading group. Well, this will be an interesting race tomorrow, won't it? Will we actually have Bagnaia and Martin? So you won't see it.
Just tell me who crashes.
I remember.
You'll remember.
I'll leave you the timing screen.
Just see me in the box just saying, yeah, whoppa!
You've got Sky Go and Discovery Plus. You can just watch it on your phone.
Yes, I do.
You forgot that, didn't you?
Pretty sure I updated Sky Sports as well.
Well, keep an eye out. Final sector, though. Well, it's been a spring break before 2 back-to-back races, and then a summer break.
Who's that?
Quadraro's dropping down the order.
No, it's Aleix.
Aleix has crashed. Aleix has crashed out. Meantime, Pecco Bagnaia wins the Dutch TT sprint race. Huge accident.
Ooh.
Big one there for Aleix. Aerial accident, the bike rolling everywhere, but he looked to be okay.
Yeah.
But
winded.
Winded for sure. Huge accident for Aleix there. He's breathing very heavily. You can see the airbag went off.
Yeah.
Bagnaia wins, but that was a huge one for Aleix. Big accident. That's coming into the braking zone for the last corner, so you're carrying max speed.
Definitely winded. It's probably just like, give me a day.
Roland Kirley, the MotoGP fan, waves the flag. That's such a good idea to get the young fans to wave the checker flags.
Isn't that such a nice memory?
Megan, look younger, and you can wave the flag.
I can't! We have family members who are younger.
Our calls out. And Elliot. Right, this is what happened to Aleix then. So Digi's ahead of him. Don't tell me he touches. Oh, he just lost it on the inside.
They've been spinning a lot.
Yeah, if anything, it was the gravel that Aleix went through that would have done. It would have slowed him down. He just dropped it mid-corner, coming out of turn 12, and the bike flies off, and he goes somersaulting into the gravel.
The one thing I've noticed about this track is the fact that when the riders crash, they do spirals, like someone's throwing an American football.
It's the gravel here. It just it launches them. He's up and walking away with assistance.
Is he holding his...
He's holding his wrists as well.
Probably the impact of having to like push down, probably
Yeah.
just bruised. Better not be broken. It doesn't seem broken.
No, because if Aleix breaks his wrist, that's going to be a while to come back, and it's his last year.
Exactly. You may have to do another win.
Alex Marquez failing to comply with a long penalty, a 3-second time penalty has been applied. So that drops him behind Quadraro.
Why can't he be more like Fernandez?
He gets points though. He's taken a 3-second penalty, kept points.
It's impressive.
Yeah. But if he took him a long penalty, he would have lost all the points. So he took the so he took
Weighing up the options.
Yeah, took the 3 seconds rather than the 8 seconds to lose for that.
True. Clever.
Marquez is very clever. Martino still leads the title, 180 points. That's 2 big crashes for Aleix this weekend already. Yeah, you crashed early on, didn't you, when you were in the box?
I think he might have, but I think I might have missed that. I know that Bezecchi crashed, definitely. Yeah. I think every crash I saw, though, was at, like, turn 7.
Well, let's go through your results then. It's Pecco Bagnaia for Jorge Martin, Maverick Vinales and Ea Bascini Fabio Di Antonio, Brad Binder, Fabio Quartararo, Alex Marquez, Franco Morbidelli getting the last point. Pedro Costas 10th, Marco Bezzecchi 11th, Miguel Oliveira 12th, Jack Miller 13th, 14th for Juan Mir, 15th Augusto Fernandez, 16th Johan Zarco, 17th Ralph Fernandez, 18th Tiki Nakagami, 19th Alex Rins, and out of the race was Aleix Espargaro, Lorenzo Salvadori, Luca Marini and Marc Marquez as well. Megan, we're going to sign off because we've got to get over to Formula One as Bagnaia gets cheered in. What was your take on the sprint race?
It was very entertaining and action.
What do you think of the weekend so far and any thoughts going into tomorrow?
I think that you will lose a few riders on the circuit. So don't expect to have a full complement.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you to everyone watching as well. A fantastic sprint race. We'll be back tomorrow morning for all the action as well. It's going to be 8:40 British Summer Time for the warm-up and the MotoGP race from 12:50 as well. Next up here on JBMotorsports, though, it's the F1 qualifying at 2:45 in about 20 minutes' time. Bagnaia wins, Martin second, Vinales in third. 3 different riders on the podium and the 3 different winners so far this year. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.